Welcome to 68th AICOG TV interview. I am fortunate to have with me Professor Dr. Sadhna Desai ma'am. She hardly needs any introduction. She is one of the founder member of Foxy, past president of Foxy. Currently she is a founder director at Fertility Clinic and IVF Center in Mumbai. She is also honorary physician to Government of Maharashtra. Thank you very much ma'am for accepting our invitation to be here on AICOG TV. We are really feeling very fortunate to have you with us.
Thank you very much for your kind words.
Ma'am, we would like to have your key insights on the topic of how to reduce ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. You have been a founder person who has, done so many infertility procedures and new protocols that you have invented on your own, and you have a second test tube baby to your credit. So how do we reduce this ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome?
Ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome is one of the very difficult situation which is iatrogenic, occurs in women who are receiving control ovarian stimulation. As you know, the control ovarian stimulation is one of the prime basic treatment for women undergoing assisted reproductive cycles or undergoing IUI, and therefore some of the patients, when they over respond to the drugs which we give them to produce a fair number of oocytes, they land up in difficulty. And the correct way to minimize this occurrence of this serious complication, which can give rise to ascites, pleural effusion, acute renal failure, thromboembolism, such serious complication which may affect the health of the woman, we have to find out the preventable factors, the factors which are associated with ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome with proven predictive value. If we know these factors, then we can avoid ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome and we can have a preventive strategies.
Absolutely. So OHSS is, I would say, is one of the most important thing one has to look at while practicing various protocols in infertility. And if the woman is identified at the right time with those risk factors, it can definitely prevent. Ma'am, what are the best strategies to avoid this OHSS?
Okay. OHSS usually occurs when control ovarian stimulation is carried out by giving gonadotropin therapy. Whenever gonadotropins are given to women, some women react more than we expect and they produce many more eggs than we want. Their ovaries get enlarged and they go into ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. So every patient who receives gonadotropin, prior to starting gonadotropin, she must have ovarian reserve test, and there are two ovarian reserve tests which are of predictive value of ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. One is a biochemical test called as anti-Mullerian hormone, and second one is antral follicular count by ultrasonography. If these values are high, these patients we have to be very careful in giving gonadotropin in high doses.
Absolutely. So with the availability of AMH and the AFC count, it should be very easy to identify these patients and then do the right management.
Give less gonadotropins to this group of women, carefully monitor them, the cycle both by estrogen and ultrasonographic examination, and strict monitoring of the cycle is necessary.
Right.
If the patient is undergoing ART cycle, you must give antagonist cycle rather than agonist cycle, and when there is a risk of ovarian hyperstimulation, trigger the ovulation with GnRH agonist instead of antagonist, instead of HCG in agonist or antagonist cycle.
Ma'am, are there any best drugs to be given during luteal phase to avoid or minimize the risk of OHSS?
Yes, it has been found that a lot of trials have been done, and it is found that women who received the cabergoline 0.5 milligram once a day from day of HCG till for 8 days will avoid ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. Women where you have not done a fresh embryo transfer but frozen the embryos for the subsequent transfer, if you give them GnRH antagonist in the luteal phase, that will avoid ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome.
Ma'am, thank you very much for enlightening us on this very important and a critical topic of OHSS, which I think most of the budding IVF specialists are coming across in their day-to-day practice. And is there any one-liner key message that you would like to give to our audience on this OHSS?
Okay, never get afraid of OHSS because it occurs in best of hands, in best of places all over the world. You have to remember what are the factors which causes the ovarian hyperstimulation and try and avoid these causes.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.